So games, there's a ton of games out there, like tons of games, and I don't even own half of them. I own like what, probably like 1% or 2% of all the games out there, or less. I don't even know. And there's not really. I mean, there's a lot of good games, but everyone likes different games, right? So there might not be as many games out there that you will actually like as to how many games there actually is. But I remember the first game I ever played was on the I played Sly 2 on the PS2. I remember I got my PS2 for Christmas sometime when I was like 6 years old, so 5. You know, dude, it was fucking great. Like I had fun. I mean, it wasn't only my PS2, it was also my sister's. But I mean, we had fun with Sly 2 and it was great. And I remember that Sly 3 came out, and then we played that and we got like really far into the game. And back in the day, the PS2 used like memory cards that you would put in, and it's like a USB you would just put into your PlayStation kind of, but it's just memory instead. So it's like an open hard disk, I guess. I don't know, but it was a memory card, and you would put it in, and it would have certain memory on it that you could store your games on. And then I remember one day my sister had played Sly 3, and we were like almost at the last map thingy, and then she was done playing, she saved, and then she took out the game of the PS2, and then everything we had saved got lost because she took it out just when it was about to save, so the entire save got corrupted, and that shit was fucking sad. Like that was really terrible. But I remember another game that me and my sister, we liked that game a lot. Like it was the greatest game. And I don't know if you remember that game, if you ever had a PS2 and Xbox. I think it was out for PSP too, I'm not entirely sure, but I think. And that was SSX on Tour, which is a fucking incredible game. Like that game was great. There's also, I think, SSX, I don't remember what it's called, but it was like something in a town. But SSX on Tour was awesome because there was, for the first thing, there was great music in it. So you would just have great times just listening to great music while snowboarding around. So yes, SSX on Tour was the snowboarding game, and you could also ski on it in it, but I did snowboarding because I thought that was cool. I still think it's cool, not because I do it, just because I think it's really cool. And we had a lot of fun with that game. It was the greatest game like I've ever played. Like not the greatest game of all times, but the greatest, what do you call it, sports game. Like I was never a fan of FIFA, but I was a fan of SSX, so I mean that was pretty cool because you could do ridiculous stunts and you could fucking punch people in the face. And a point with that is that steep, you know, SSX is a bit like steep because it's like snowboarding and skiing and there's snow everywhere. But I think you can't punch someone in steep, which is kind of sad, because it kind of misses that aspect of the game. So you can't just super punch someone and they will just fly to oblivion. But I mean, imagine somebody just fucking snowboarding or skiing past you and just kicking you in the face, and you're like doing like this fucking great score. You got like 10,000 points and you just lost it all. You know, it's kind of sad then. But I mean, there's something else you can do. People can drive into you sometimes if it's another player, and you will just fall or just fall, or you can drive into them. I've only encountered that someone drove into me, but you know, it was kind of it's kind of sad, you know. But I mean, you can also skydive, which is pretty fucking amazing. Like, you should look at this clip. Or this. Wait, no, this clip is really good. Alright, look at this. But beyond that, the game Steep is a really good game. I mean, you're gonna jump into the snow and do ridiculous stuff. You're gonna fucking hit a fucking rock while you're doing a a 10 million high fucking flyby of a snowman. You know, there's actually a mission where you have to ride into fucking snowmen because some guy is like afraid of the snowman, and you gotta fucking like drive into them all. And I mean, you can fail like as much as you want and fall, and you can respawn, and you can still do the mission, which is really nice. But there was this one place where there was like a snowman on this fucking rock, and I kept missing him because there was like ice and rocks. So because if you ride on rocks, then you will lose your balance and you will fall eventually, which is kind of annoying, but it makes sense. So it's kind of a good aspect of the game, but it's really annoying when you fly, you land on rocks, and you just fucking fall because your guy just have no fucking stability whatsoever. But another cool thing is probably that you there's ice in this game, which means if there's like icy rocks, like it's not the rock kind of sword foundation, but it's ice instead, you can ride on it. You won't lose your balance. On some you will, because there's rocks in with it as well. You will lose a bit of stability, but the ice will like not make you lose your stability as much. It can happen, but most likely it won't. So I mean, that's pretty cool. And well, the game looks stunning, and that's something you should also buy it for, because it looks fucking great. Like, I mean, it's fucking amazing. And the other thing is that well, there's different sports you can do, like skydiving, or you can paraglide, snowboard, or skiing. And if you buy the season pass, I think it's in February, then I bought the season pass, but you know, in February there is they're gonna release some kind of rocket wings or whatever, and some speed diving, skydiving kind of thing, and some other paragliding shit. I mean, I'm not a fan of the paragliding, but I mean, it's still kind of fun. If you gotta get back on a mountain, it's really good, because I mean, if you know the tricks to make it come, then you'll be good, yeah. But I suck at paragliding. It's a fucking shitty sport. I don't know why you would do that. It's fucking bad. It's so boring. You would just fly for oblivion while you can fucking skydive. So you know, I think my favorite two sports is probably snowboarding and skydiving, because in skydiving you can do awesome things like get a lot of points and beat other people's records, and you can be like the weekly man or the fucking top fucking notch of all times. But I've never gotten to that point yet, so you know. And you can make groups, and there's some other thing. Apparently you can also, like, if you have friends, you can make this like big group kind of, so you will always be in group together. I'm not exactly sure because none of my friends have the game, so I'm forever alone. But you know, so I mean, it's a really good game, and you should definitely buy it if you like skiing, or if you like a sports game, because this is definitely the best skiing, like snow game, whatever, snowboarding game or sports game that has been released in a long time. I would say the last game that was actually good was SSX on Tour, and that was like I don't even know, I think it was like back in 2006 or 7 that got released. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it was about it. And that was a really good game. I've heard from some friends that there was some other games as well that was really good, like snowboarding games kinda. But Steep is definitely the newest. It looks really good, the graphics is great, even if you have it in low settings like me. And then your FPS is, I have 90 FPS most of the time, so that's pretty fucking sick. So you know, it's a great game. You should really buy it. Like, it's really worth the money. And I don't know why anyone, I haven't seen any bad game reviews, probably because I haven't looked for it, but if you do go and read them, they're fucking trash, because the game is great. But that might just be because I have the memory of SSX in my mind. So you know, I'm just like, I love this kind of game, it is great. But you know, I trust you to do the right thing and buy the game. So you know, so I can drive into you because I can't punch you in the face. You know what? That would be funny if you like would skydive into a person and they would like fall. But I don't know. That's pretty hard to do. But you know, I've tried it, but I failed. I just hit the snow and yeah. But yeah, man. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this shitty review. Like it was actually quite good. I mean, I got some good footage for it and stuff, but you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on Wednesday because I'm gonna get my schedule back. Cause yeah. So I'll see you guys in the next video. So until then, have fun. Goodbye.